What's up, guys? Welcome. This is for a lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus on November the 19th, thereabouts. And I feel like the energy, I never want to ever project negativity. And I know that a lot of people think that that's great. A lot of people say that that's sugar-coated nonsense. But I want to be real and say that I did not get any kind of prophetic doomsday or, catastrophic premonition, but for this full moon, I really feel like it's going to be the heaviest that we've had to face in a while. I feel like the full moon in Taurus is very well kind of, I guess, depicted in this old song, Alanis Morissette. The song that I'm talking about, though, I'll have to put it in the description box. I hope I remember. Ironic, isn't it ironic? And it's like a black fly in your Chardonnay, a death row pardon, just a little too late. 10,000 spoons and all you need is a knife. Like, she has all these, serious and little examples on how when you have those kind of days or those kind of experiences or a Saturn return experience, the irony when you finally save up, maybe like the movie Up, entire life, and every time they had saved up to go to Costa Rica, right, to their Paradise Falls, they had some sort of something happen, unexpected accident or something they had to take care of and use that money for that. And then of course when they were all retired and they didn't have any use for it other than to get tickets and go, his wife became ill and passed away. So it's talking about energy that is going to be some hiccups, maybe some roadblocks that we don't expect, maybe coming home and we, let's say, trying to get our child or our partner or meet a deadline to get to another job, and beyond our control, we are stuck in traffic for hours, and this puts stress on us and the work environment or whomever we are not able to be made. So this can just be frustrations, but I feel as if it's more obviously emotional frustrations. The emotions are churned up. Mercury is in Scorpio, I think, speeding up. Mercury is the quickest planet that we have. It's the messenger. It's the one who is dynamically going, communicating quick, efficiently, fast, and for a purpose, to get the message across, not just to hear themselves talk. And so that mixed with the Scorpio energy of rooting down deep, rooting through all the garbage, seeing what kind of sewer is still inside yourself, what toxicity you can purge and destroy in order to make anew. Like, the phoenix has to fall before it rises, right? That's what I titled one of my videos. So I feel as if it's just, I don't have, again, an ominous premonition. I just have a feeling that I've a test for us all in how we cope with things that befall us that are in a negative light or just challenging, that affect aspects of our life that really truly are going to be a very significant impact, and we'll have to make adjustments. Those things, I feel as if we just will have a little bit more to go, like until January, until we get past the eclipse. Also on the 24th, I think that is the last time that Uranus and Saturn make this aspect. It's causing a lot of really, really powerful energy. I've been feeling it, and it's not a bad thing. I've learned to work with the planetary role with that kind of attitude, where I would just feel it and acknowledge it. However, I used to either feel guilty if it was off energy for saying it into existence, thinking I'm creating that, or I just would not, in the past long ago, I would not in tune with the different cycles of the moon and the eclipses and what it was doing to my body, my vibrations, my energy fields. So wish you guys a lot of positive vibes, because it is, again, not anything that's bad luck. It's just going to be perhaps frustrations and tests, like 40 days and 40 nights, right? If you are going to compromise your own self by the frustrations that arise to you, are you going to make the situations worse with like the Mars and Scorpio energy, like confrontation, let me go charge ahead, let me get revenge, right? Oracle of the Sun, and the card is Mars in Scorpio, and it is labeled revenge. It's like, you know, power hungry. The divine masculine energies that have all of the, you know, cons, the pros and cons to masculine and feminine energy, or the lower vibrational stages, right? Mars is concerned, is aggressive, let me just fight my way through, fight. Scorpio is like, I'm gonna stop at nothing and I would destroy everything that I don't like about me, and I will destroy other people who try to get in my way, try to come at me and burn me. I will show them that I'm indomitable, I am unstoppable, I will rise after I have fallen. And so those two powerful masculine qualities, it's like last person on the battlefield he saw years of fighting, and he just saw all of his best buddies, his best mates, his best warriors killed, and he is left right now to go out like, you know, he knows he's imminent death, he's outnumbered, but he's going to take a battle axe and just go crazy. When Kylo Ren goes nuts in I think it's like the third one, where he's just like so angry, he's taking it out on the trees and so forth with his lightsaber. So I think what we have to make sure that we're just mindful of the energy that is really, really wanting us, you know, it's like, it's wanting us to step up. It's like, what? You want to test? Right? So, universe is going to test you, and not for any other reason other than I think, and we now are in this new, I believe, timeline, this new earth, you can call it what you want, this new trajectory, this new life path that affects us all because of what has happened during the pandemic and otherwise. It is all encompassing, and it's going to be, you know, heightened energy levels regardless of what's going on celestially. I think with the asteroid coming in to our atmosphere 3 million miles away, with a solar storm happening, I think with, you know, the agendas of certain people that are not budging and they're not wanting to just forget about what the reasoning might be or what this is all about, the love and help and support and comfort, which is what we need. They're wrapped up in just trying to prove their point, trying to explain why other people don't understand yet, and they're not awoke. It's like, I do not have any desire to want to talk about if some people won't get their shot, then they're not woke, or they are. If some people get their shot, they're brainwashed and they're not woke. You guys, right from the beginning, probably before, like I was in 2016, signaling 2020 was going to be something big. I didn't know what it was. Could have been an earthquake. It was something that I knew was going to change our lives forever. It was going to be extremely, extremely difficult. I knew it wasn't going to be just me personally too. I knew it was going to be affecting us all, paying attention for 10, 20 years. This was possible. That there are multiple labs that have even bubonic plague, and they do experiments, and yes, they are scientists. They clone things. So why wouldn't they experiment ominously, destructively, recklessly with viruses of this nature and mix two together? I mean, who knows if that's what happened. It's always been talked about. We've always had a choice to be controlled by government or to live under its umbrella and not be submissive, but to be aware. Or at least I have always been in the know. My dad has always spoken on JFK and how shady and the assassination was, you know, like an inside job, things like that. And I used to go, well, that's possible. Now it's like, it's highly probable. Martin Luther King Jr., JFK, his brother Bobby, they all, I think even Medgar Evans, they all got shot within like a year of each other, and they all had pivotal roles in the civil rights movement. I know that there is huge forces out there that control, or try to control, of course, with the message and programming that they put out, large portions of demographics, right? You'll have all kind of things, you know, I won't even go in there. But that being said, I always speak on it, and I will continue to get this message. You have always had a choice. As a little girl, if I heard something, I'm not just going to fall for it. And even if I can't speak up about it, like in the Mormon church, and say, I call bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I do not think that if I don't wear magic underwear and white gowns that you're going to not make it to heaven too. Dated what I learned history when they would start off and say Christopher Columbus just discovered America in 1492, and we'll sing the song. And as soon as they got to the part where, wait, Christopher Columbus comes across indigenous people and villages. Okay, well then, am I the only one sitting in class there's like, can I raise my hand please? Am I the only one in class that was like, that means he did not discover America, it was occupied? That's just the way my soul has felt. Not the American in me, not the person, the human being. The soul, that's just obvious. Someone's home. It's just a little example, you know, pardon me, namaste. I totally respect for whatever you believe in. I am definitely one to say though that we have a choice to be spoon-fed and just gulp it down, or to be given little breadcrumbs and tastes and you can spit it out in the trash if you want. Like Gordon Ramsay on the Kitchen Nightmares. If it's gross, you're gonna spit it out. So you have a choice to spit it out. You have a choice to regurgitate it. You have a choice to swallow it happily and be full, if that's your thing. But you also have a choice to gulp it down, swallow it, and let it process through your body. And maybe have it come out, right, on the other end, having not made 100% of a judgment, but having a belief in your heart of what's probable. That is my recommendation for the times we're in, my friends. I don't even think we should have parties. It makes it so weird. Everybody can't everyone just think for themselves and call bullshit again where they see it, which is bullshit, is called in every single political group. Now that's what I mean about the full moon. It's full moon in Taurus, sun in Scorpio. Soon to be after the full moon in Sagittarius. And then we have a doozy. I think the energy is going to get super intense. And I always say that word. I'm going to have to come up with a new term to define how elevated this energy is going to be, I think, expanded and multiplied by the solar storm. And I think that the best we can do is be, in my opinion, a peacemaker, but a spiritual soldier, right? Someone who is listening to people despite what you want to hear. Listening to people, respecting, say, I thank you for that, and this is my take. You can go back and forth at a healthy debateful person, like the peace pipe. What solution can we come to that doesn't involve the slaughter of people's minds, money, or bodies? I think that you are the bearer of where you spend your time, what you create here and in the afterlife. I think that if you bear, enough guilt and shame and don't have anyone perhaps to tell you that it's okay to be accountable, to purge that and to learn from your lesson and to understand that we are imperfect as human beings. Perfection lies within imperfection. Perfection is being imperfect and being vulnerable enough to say that. Wishing you a lot of safety during the full moon, a lot of, intellectual power and, emotional strength to sift through everything that you need to sift through for the Scorpio season. Blessings, love, tons of appreciation, and light, guys.